Chaf Beis Cheshvan is the Yahrtzeit of Reb David Shloimeh Ivshitz, the author of the Levushay Srad, known as the Arvei Nachal. He was born in 1756 and he was nifter in 1814. He's the author of many notable Sfarim. He wrote, as mentioned, the Arvei Nachal, Eshed HaNachalim, the Big Day Srad on Yeridea, Kad HaKemach on Masechtos and Shulchan Aruch, Levushay Srad on Archaim, Megillas Sesarim, and Shalos HaTshuvos Na'os Desha. Reb David Shloimeh Ivshitz was a Rav in the city of Soroka, and they made his life very difficult. And at one point in time, he decided he's going to leave the city. And he travels out of the city, and the people of the city came to accompany him. And they're following him, and he goes up to the top of the mountain overlooking in the city, and he starts praising the city and showering shvachim on the city. And the people were a little bit bewildered because so long he was there, he would rebuke them, he would tell them what they did wrong. And the people said to him, why do you have this sudden change of heart? Why suddenly do we find favor in your eyes? And he said, no, it's not you. Now that you've all left the city, I have nothing against the city itself, especially when you're not in it. This was in the Sefer Oitzer Peskamim B'Sichos. In any event, when Levushay Srad was a Rav in Soroka, he once visited Reb Baruch of Mezhbej. And Reb Baruch of Mezhbej was Mechabed Levushay Srad. And after conversing, the Reb Baruch of Mezhbej was Mechabed him to say a Dvar Torah, and he said as follows on this week's Parsha Toldos. He says, sometimes a person does an Avera, and because of that he experiences a setback, and he falls from his madrega. But let a person not be despondent, let a person not give up hope and think that he's hopeless. He should think of it as he just had to take a few steps back so that he could jump much further ahead. Just like if somebody needs to jump over a pit, you can't go up to the edge and jump over. You have to take a few steps back so you could get a running start. So too, whenever a person does an Avera and he has a setback, one should view it not as a lost cause, but one has to take sometimes a few steps back to be able to forge further ahead. And he said this is the interpretation. V'es hachazir ki mafris parsahu v'shoisa shesa parsa v'hu gera lo yigar. He would interpret it as follows. V'es hachazir. Sometimes when a person feels that he's retreating back because of his sins, he should say, no, ki mafris parsahu. It's only so that he could forge forward, jump ahead, walk and advance even further ahead. So that v'hu geira lo yigar, as long as you don't stay and reside in the place of your fall, but use it ki mafris parsahu in order to forge ahead. So when a person feels v'es hachazir, he's retreated backwards, no, it's because ki mafris parsahu, it's to forge ahead. V'hu geira lo yigar, don't reside and dwell in the place that you've fallen. It's only a setback in order to be able to get a running start, to get even further ahead than you've ever been before. Wishing everyone bracha v'hatzlacha.